What up, what up? Straight to it. I think I'm gonna name the title Many Women Think a Real Man is a Simp. That's gonna be the title. However, the reason why I'm making this video is because there was a post on Facebook that said something along, well, I don't know what the post was saying because I kind of forget, but a girl replied to my comment of something I said, which I don't even remember that either. Y'all know how something happens a while back and then somebody comments on it and then, you know, you comment back or whatever, but it could have happened days ago or something. So I really didn't look into all that, but she said a woman don't have to prove nothing to a real man. Basically what she's implying is if you're a real man, then you're basically going to let me just sit there like a doll and you're going to give me the whole entire world. She's right about some of it. A real man will try to give a woman the entire world. But here's where she's wrong. If she thinks she could just sit there like a doll, dealing with a real man, good luck with that. Now, a simp, she might get over. She might be able to pull that off with a simp. But she said a real man. And the reason why she's saying real man is because it's game or she's deceived. Either she's deceived by the feminists and Cynthia G type people and people like that. And I will say this, I agree with some things Cynthia G says. So I ain't gonna throw her under the bus all the way. But you know, I agree when she says don't let men use you and do you dirty and all that. I agree with that. But when she starts talking about using men and shit, that's bullshit, man. I don't agree with that, man. And a lot of women are complying to this shit, man. They're agreeing with it. They're agreeing with a lot of shit she's saying, man. Unfortunately. And you know, you got the you just got women hearing stuff from everywhere, all over the world, man. All over the world. So it's kind of hard to tell. Let me get my fucking thing out of my fucking. It's kind of hard to tell where they're getting this poison at in their mind and how they've been poisoned, but it's definitely here, and a lot of women are definitely biting on it. You know what I mean? Some of them know better and they still gonna do it because that's just what they want to do. They want to run a man. But some of them don't know no better and they're just deceived. They really deceived, you know? So that's why I make videos like this, because some women just might be deceived, you know? And I also make it for the so-called females that aren't deceived, so they know that there's men out here like me that are awake. Every man ain't sleep. You're not gonna be able to run that game on every man. So maybe some of those women will rethink how they acting and actually become better females. But a lot of them wonder, how did what's the name with a missing tooth get this girl, or take this guy from me, and I look way better than her or whatever? Old girl got missing teeth and everything. Hold on, y'all, for 1 second. I gotta make sure I gotta get this on point. I already know what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to pull me inside my lane. I'm not gonna have it. Slow your bitch ass down. I gotta turn in this shit. Alright, I think I'm good now. Man, that shit good. Shit. Man, stay the fuck over there. Stupid ass cord, man. Man, I forgot what I was saying, but either way, I'm gonna get this video. I'm gonna get my point across. Oh yeah, they wonder, well, how did such and such, you know, she uglier than me, how she take my man, or how she got a man and I don't, and I'm fine and I got money and I'm this and that. Because maybe that person knows how to treat the person. Maybe that person is okay with trying to prove that they love the person. Now, honestly, you don't got to prove shit. But the thing that got me, the reason why I say you don't got to prove shit, because you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want. But the thing got me is, you don't got to prove nothing to a real man. My thing is, don't expect no real man if you're not going to try to prove that you want the real man. A real man, it's not going to happen. It can happen with a simp that you might consider a real man, but a real man is not going to go for that bullshit, man. Why the fuck would a real man settle for a woman that does nothing when he can get a woman that wants to prove that she cares? It amazes me how they think that you got to prove to you that you got to prove to them that you're a real man or whatever. But they ain't got to prove nothing to you because supposedly because you're a real man. But a real man has respect for himself. So a real man is not going to deal with a woman who is not trying to prove that she wants to be there and she cares about the guy. Plain and simple. No matter how you slice it, you can say whatever term, whatever. No real man is going to be with a woman or stay with a woman that is not trying to prove, and we can throw that word prove all kind of ways. Stop nitpicking. No real man is going to be with a woman that basically is not trying to act like she wants to be there. Plain and simple. But you know what the feminist movement is telling them? The feminist movement is telling these women how to get simps, is what they're doing, not real men. It's impossible for them to get real men with the tactics that they are using. It's just because a real man knows his worth. A real man does not have to, and a real man more than likely has built himself up to the point that he got options. So he doesn't have to settle for the fuck shit. A lot of y'all, I ain't gonna say a lot of y'all, a lot of men have to settle for the fuck shit because they're not in the position, they didn't put themselves in a position to where they can get another woman, or they got the power to walk away because they got a kid by this chick and she might try to pull this or that, but he got the money to get lawyers and shit. They really believe in their heart of hearts that you gotta prove everything to them and they don't gotta prove nothing to you at all. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people who make these videos and these books and shit for these females are telling them it's all about them. And then you got simps basically co-signing it or making them believe it with their actions. The simps' actions, that is. The simps' actions is making these females believe this shit. You know what I mean? And then you got them women in their little groups when they drinking out in the club and shit. This is the type of shit they're talking about, y'all. If you ever wonder as a man what they talking about, what you think they talking about? You think they just talking about a basketball game or some shit? No, they're always talking about guys, man. And it's either you got women in groups that are talking about problems with men or they got hurt or something. You got the ones who are plotting. Plotting on how they gonna play a man and use a man and shit. And get over on a man and all this other shit. It makes it look bad for the real women out here, the women that actually want to try to really be real to a man. You know, it makes it seem like it's almost all women. It's not, but it's the majority of them. You know, you're gonna have to weed them out. And the only way to stop this shit for real, is stop being a benefit at all in any way to these type of females. At all, in any way, even if it's just sex only. Because a lot of people have that mentality that, well, it's just sex, dog. She ain't a good woman, but I'll still fuck. No, you're still, or I just give her money or something every now and then. I just want to fuck. No, you're still been a benefit. Men have to remove the value of what a man is from women like this completely, 100%. 100%. Not opening no door, none of that. Why? Because they don't respect men. That's why I ain't got to prove nothing to you. Who are you? This is why they doing that. They feel like it's all about them. And you have men out here that's feeling the same way and moving the same way. And if you're a woman, you should do the same thing, vice versa. You should remove the benefits of what a woman is from them type of men. Stop giving them the benefits. Make them suffer. They don't deserve a man. They don't deserve, they don't deserve a woman's presence, or a woman don't deserve a man's presence who's moving and thinking like that at all. They don't respect it anyway. So why give it to them? Why bless them with it in any way? But you got the simps out here, and then you got the women who think with their emotions more than logically thinking. You could call them female simps. You know what I'm saying? Might make a video on that shit one day, female simps. Because they out here too. They definitely out here too. If the definition of a real man is not requiring a woman to prove anything to him, then what's the real definition of a woman? Wouldn't it be the same vice versa? So I guess a real woman doesn't require a man to prove anything to her, right? And you know the women who are saying that this real man shit, you know the women who are saying this real shit, man shit, claim they real women, but I guarantee you they gonna ask for you to prove them shit. Guarantee it. It's all fake, man. It's all game. It's all game to make men think that they gotta be simps to be considered real men, but really it's the opposite. It's really the opposite. A real man is going to require a woman to prove something to him, to prove that she really fuck with him. You're gonna require that. Why wouldn't? Just like a woman should, vice versa. Why wouldn't she? But they want y'all to believe that, nah, that's not what real men do. They just be simps or just jump in the fire and hope for the best and hope shit, throw shit and hope it just stick, huh? Nah. Stop falling for their game, man. That's all it is. They're only saying real man. Really, they know that simp is, they talking about simps, right? But they're going to say real men to make y'all get puffed up. Oh, that's what real men do. Let me do it. That's all it is. It's fucking game, man. Stop falling for their fuckery, man. I told you what a real man do. A real man demands respect from a woman. A real man is not going to deal with a woman that is not showing that she wants to be there or she cares or she fucks with him, because it's disrespectful. You might as well just to yourself. It's disrespectful to yourself. You might as well just go ahead and cut your balls off and hand them to her. Might as well. You got men in relationships right now with women who ain't proving shit to them because they don't require it. And that woman gonna end up leaving her cheating in the end because you're not demanding respect. You're not getting the most out of her. Not misusing her, but just getting the most out of her. You don't even gotta, and another thing is, you don't even gotta require or beg for the woman to prove that she wants to be there. She's already gonna do it by default because she wants to be there. But anytime you're dealing with somebody who's saying, I ain't gotta prove nothing and all this crazy shit, they not there for you. They don't deal with the opposite sex for the benefit of a relationship. They do it for themselves. I'm not saying that a person should do something that they don't want to do or something that's not right, you know, or something that somebody's trying to make them do they don't want to do. But when you throw the real man comment in there and try to make it seem like men who are asking for this are not real men, that's where I got a problem with it. Because it's bullshit. Just like they say a real man will step in and take care of a woman's kids. But never say a real woman is going to demand respect from a man and probably demand a ring before they even have a kid. They leave that part out. It's all game. Whatever they can think of to try to make you comply like simps. But they just throw the word real man in there. That's all you gotta. Whenever you hear that real man talk shit, more than likely it's females who are trying to explain what a simp is. Somebody that hurt that person, or females like this, or something like that. Some man that done something he shouldn't, but you shouldn't suffer because of that. That woman chose that guy. She probably overlooked good guys all the time and chose that dude. So let her live with it, not you. Don't bring that shit on yourself. Half of them don't even know what a real man is, and that's why they think the way they think, man. And that's why they probably discard a lot of men or accept men who aren't really real men like that. And find out that the man was wearing a mask and all this crazy ass shit, and then when you take it off, it's a wrap. Because I can only think of men who wear a mask and act like somebody else who would put up with a woman doing nothing but holding her hand out and putting on makeup, and he doing everything. Like, that sounds like a weak guy to me, in my opinion. Unless we talking like wife or some shit. You know what I mean? But a wife already, she shouldn't even be your wife if she ain't proved that she really fuck with you like that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta prove it. Just like I gotta prove that a woman should let me, a woman, or just like I gotta prove that a woman should marry me. I gotta prove it. Why don't women gotta prove it? Problem is you men ain't making them prove it. Because you don't know what your value is as a man. Therefore, you cannot be a real man until you do. You cannot truly be a real man until you know the value of a man. And part of value of a man, or knowing the value of a man, is not putting up with a woman's shit. Same thing with women, vice versa. A real woman ain't putting up with shit like that. You know what? A real woman wouldn't ask me to prove this or that. You know, that's craziness. But they gonna keep saying that shit because they get away with it because of simps. Because men who don't know no better. Sometimes it ain't the men are simps, it's because they don't know any better. Yeah, they're still simps, but they're not purposely simping. Some people are knowing better and still simping. But some people just don't know any better, and they're simps and don't realize it. I'll at y'all later, man. If you're a woman watching, man, you got to play your part as a man, because how can you be worth something or worth more than the next woman that a man could pick if you're not even proving that you are worth something for this man and in his life? It don't make sense. I'm not even going to prove my worth, but I'm supposed to be worth more than all the women around. That's crazy. How are you worth more than all the other women and you're not even displaying your worth to the man that you're trying to deal with or whatever? It don't make sense. But this is what they do, man. This is what they read in these books and shit, man. So men gotta take away what a man is from women like that until they realize, all right, a man is worth something special. Let me find one and act right and become a special woman. Until then, you know, a lot of these chicks, they're not even a woman, really. Not as far as being with a man. Because a woman is going to reciprocate, and a woman is going to be worth something in your life. Worth. Remember, how the fuck can I be worth anything in someone's life if I'm just saying it's all about me, not you, and I ain't doing nothing, you're not gonna be worth shit. And such and such down the street gonna take your dude or your girl, vice versa. I'm gone, man. Crazy world, the devil busy as fuck, man. Lying, man. He working through women and men hard, man. Don't be a victim.